another mock test, English literature. There are 20 questions, 20 marks, and try solving these questions. Question 1. Why did Sibia go back to the place of confrontation once again? To see if the crocodile had died, to get back her brass pots, to get back her grass sickle and fork, or to meet her mother. I'm going to discuss the answers after reading the questions, probably at the end of every 10th question. So this is your first question. Time for your second question. What frightens crocodiles? Birds of prey, noise, great carnivorous fishes, or gharials? It's question number 2. What frightens crocodiles? So, time for question number 3 now. From boulder to boulder she came leaping like a rock goat. Why? To save the shrieking woman, to save herself from the attack, to aim at the reptile's eyes, or to stop the wounds of the woman with sand. 4 options. Choose the right answer. Yes, I think you have already chosen the right answer. So, gradually, steadily, I'm moving on to the next question, which is question number 4. Which is not a theme of the blue bead. Not a theme of the blue bead. Keep this in mind. Struggle for survival, poverty, adventure, or love. Struggle for survival, poverty, adventure, or love. The next question now. What is the message of the little match girl? The need for compassion for those who have so much less than we do. Greed is necessary to survive. People are responsible for their own circumstances, or we must exploit the less fortunate in order to survive. These are the 4 options. What is the message of the story, of the short story, The Little Match Girl? Question 6 now. Portia begs Bassanio to spend more time before choosing the casket. What do you understand from this gesture? Option A. Portia loves Bassanio and wants him to choose the right casket. Option B. Portia loves Bassanio but she is not sure if he will choose the right casket. Option C. Portia loves Bassanio and she wants to continue talking to him. Or option D. Portia loves Bassanio and does not want him to go to choose the caskets. These are the 4 options. Which one is the correct answer? So, we have question number 7 now. Why cannot Portia teach Bassanio to choose the right casket? What is the reason? Option A. As she does not want Bassanio to choose the right casket. Option B. As she wants to test Bassanio if he can choose the right casket. Option C. As she does not want to marry Bassanio. And option D. As he has promised her father not to reveal the secret of the caskets. What is the real reason? Come on. Question 8. When did the people notice the dead little girl? At the break of cold dawn of the new year? On the last night of the year? In the last afternoon of the year? Or in the last evening of the year? When did the people notice the dead little girl? Question 9. Where did the agent dispatch the product sold to him by the women? To the paper mill, to the village market, to the handloom mill, or to the hookah factories? The blue bead. Now, just choose the right answer and I will discuss the answer after I finish reading out question number 10. The little match girl establishes a contrast between the dash of the little girl and the wealth of the society around. Affluence, admiration, lamentation, or poverty. Again the question, the little match girl establishes a contrast between the dash of the little girl and the wealth of the society around. Now it's time for the answers. Why did Sibia go back to the place of confrontation once again? The right answer is option C, to get back her grass, sickle and fork. What frightens crocodiles? Option B, noise frightens crocodiles. From boulder to boulder, she came leaping like a rock goat. Why? To save the shrieking woman. Next, which is not a theme of the blue bead? Love is not a theme of the blue bead. Option D is the correct answer. Struggle for survival, poverty, adventure are themes of the blue bead, and another significant theme is the theme of willpower and determination. Question 5. What is the message of the little match girl? Option A is the correct answer. The need for compassion for those who have so much less than we do. Portia begs Bassanio to spend more time before choosing the casket. What do you understand from this gesture? It's option B. Portia loves Bassanio, but she is not sure if he will choose the right casket. Now Portia says, I pray you tarry, pause a day or two before you hazard, for in choosing wrong, so she has a doubt, I lose your company. Again she says, I speak too long, but it is to peace the time, to eke it, and to draw it out in length, to stay you from election. The choice of the caskets because of her doubt. Why cannot Portia teach Bassanio to choose the right casket, as she has promised her father not to reveal the secret of the caskets? Option D. When did the people notice the dead little girl? Option A is the right answer, at the break of cold dawn of the new year. Where did the agent dispatch the product sold to him by the women? To the paper mill. Option A. The little match girl establishes a contrast between the dash of the little girl and the wealth of the society around, between the poverty of the little girl and the wealth, the affluence of the society around. Now let's start reading the questions once again. Question number 11. What does Antonio inform Bassanio in his letter to him? That Antonio has repaid the loan amount, that Shylock will not exact the penalty, that Lorenzo and Jessica have been found by Shylock, or that Antonio's ships have been lost at sea, causing his bankruptcy. Read the options carefully and choose the right answer. I know you are choosing the right answer. You have studied really well. So, question 12. Immediately after the hay fork pierced the crocodile's eyes, it started to bleed profusely, turned back and dived deep into the water, counterattacked Sibia with a flash of its tail, or reared up in convulsion and then disappeared into the waters. The blue bead. The encounter. No. So, question 13 now. The caged bird's fearful trill is symbolic of an attempt at striking fear in the hearts of the listeners, a forlorn refrain from a bird in captivity, the desire for equality, an earnest plea to be set free, and fear about the uncertainty of achieving freedom in the future. Fearful trill. These are your options. Question 14. With all the force of her little body, she drove the hay fork at the eyes, and one prong went in, right in, while its spear scratched past on the horny cheek. What can be the possible message depicted in the quoted lines? Dangers lurk everywhere, and we must be cautious about our moves. Hope is what keeps us alive. Physical strength matters little if one is strong-willed and determined. The forces of nature are invincible. Again, the options are very important. Read the options carefully. 15. Which of the following themes is evident in Bassanio's choice of caskets? Actions speak louder than words. Appearances can be deceptive. Where there's a will, there's a way, or better to be safe than sorry. What is the message? A, B, C, and D, the options. Question 16 now. Which of the following is the meaning of synagogue? Court of justice, Venetian stock exchange, temple, Jewish place of worship. This is the easiest, isn't it? Question 17. What do the shooting stars that the little match girl sees in a hallucination symbolize? The celebratory nature of Christmas, hope for redemption, death as per her grandmother's stories, innocence and lost childhood. These are your options. Question 18 now. Which of the following is true about Bassanio? Bassanio is staying at Belmont with Portia without going to meet Antonio. Bassanio is responsible for Antonio's shipwreck and his misfortunes. Bassanio does not want to return the 3,000 ducats which he has taken from Shylock. Bassanio rushes back to Venice soon after his marriage to save Antonio. Lengthy options. Take your time. Read the options carefully. Now, it's time for question number 19. What was the fate reserved for the crocodile in To Build a Fire? The crocodile would survive but was deeply wounded. The crocodile would perish, though people would not be privy to its death for a long time. The crocodile would perish immediately and the villagers would rejoice. The crocodile would avenge the attack once recovered. Now, choose the right answer. Question 20, the last question. The role of the antagonist is played by dash in the story: the blue bead, Sibia, the forest, the crocodile, or the agent of the pepper mill. Question 11. What does Antonio inform Bassanio in his letter to him? Option D, that Antonio's ships have been lost at sea, causing his bankruptcy. Question 12. Immediately after the hay fork pierced the crocodile's eyes, it reared up in convulsion and then disappeared into the waters. Option D. 13. The caged bird's fearful trill is symbolic of, again, option D, an earnest plea to be set free and also fear about the uncertainty of achieving freedom in the future. 14. With all the force of her little body, she drove the hay fork at the eyes, and one prong went in, right in, while its spear scratched past on the horny cheek. What can be the possible message depicted in the quoted lines? Option C. Physical strength matters little if one is strong-willed and determined. Which of the following themes is evident in Bassanio's choice of caskets? Appearances can be deceptive. Option B. Appearance versus reality, or appearances can be deceptive. Which of the following is the meaning of synagogue? Jewish place of worship. Option D. What do the shooting stars that the little match girl sees in her hallucination symbolize? Death, as per her grandmother's stories. Option C. Which of the following is true about Bassanio? Bassanio rushes back to Venice soon after his marriage to save Antonio. Again, option D is the right answer. 19. What was the fate reserved for the crocodile? The crocodile would perish, though people would not be privy to its death for a long time. Question 20. The role of the antagonist is played by the crocodile in the story The Blue Bead. So it's option C. Take care. All the best. Bye.